But you can bet they won't be happy about it.
Right.
Thanks, Caroline.
You bet.
Well, my next guest will play a key role in the health care debate in Congress. And as the ranking Republican on the House Intelligence Committee, he's also at the center of the debate over a potential investigation into CIA information sharing practices. Congressman Pete Hoekstra joins us now from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Congressman, thank you for your time today.
Hey, good morning, Shannon.
Congressman, I want to start with that CIA investigation. As the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee, you're very well aware of what they have launched on Friday. I wanted to ask you about the statement that you had come to some type of agreement or had been negotiating with the committee chair, Democrat Sylvester Reyes, about handling this in a responsible way, and yet you feel now maybe it could be turning to a partisan stunt. What's the latest?
Well, actually, there was no agreement. The chairman approached me, and we talked a little bit about it on Thursday. On Friday, he issued his statement saying we were moving forward with an investigation. The reason I think this may go into a partisan direction is that this administration and the leadership in the House really hasn't missed any opportunity to bash the previous administration, or, surprising to me, to go after the CIA and the intelligence community, the men and women who are doing really some outstanding work in keeping us safe, but they continue to go after these institutions and continually accuse them of lying to the American people, lying to Congress, with really not much evidence to back up that claim.
And Congressman, it's not that the GOP doesn't feel like there may be issues that need to be vetted out and investigated here, but you're just saying the way that it's being handled is possibly not the best route to go. Is that correct?
Well, we found out before that if you're going to do an investigation along these lines, let's get a bipartisan agreement that outlines the framework of what the investigation is going to be, what the topic is going to be. So much focus appears to be being made at this point on the allegations that came out a couple of weeks that the vice president instructed people within the intelligence community not to brief the committee or not to brief Congress. As the layers have been pulled back on that, former directors of the CIA say that that is incorrect. The director of the National Intelligence Program, Denny Blair, says that's not accurate. So there's a lot of confusion that's out there. And, remember, the Democrats keep going. We now have the Speaker of the House who has said that the CIA lies all the time. The chairman of the committee says that they lie all the time. 7 Democrats on the committee have now basically made that same allegation against Leon Panetta. Those are serious charges. And you've got a lot of people out there working today to try to keep America safe. And then you've got the leadership in the House of the Representatives constantly attacking them without much evidence, if any evidence at all, of the charges that are being made against them.
Well, Congressman, this latest investigation to come out of the House Intelligence Committee, and also the talk by the Attorney General Eric Holder that there's still consideration about possibly going after some intelligence officials from the last administration, do you feel like those are legitimate standalone investigations, or are they aimed at taking some of the heat off of, say, Nancy Pelosi and her allegations that you mentioned there that the CIA has lied?
Well, I think that clearly they're trying to take some of the heat off of Speaker Pelosi. Remember, it wasn't all that long ago, a few months ago, that the president said, we're only going to look forward. We're going to look forward. We're not going to look back. It appears that the Democrats in the House, all they want to do is look back and look back at investigations that might divert attention from what the Speaker of the House said a couple of months ago and try to move it back onto the Bush administration. And so we're doing this at a time, as we've seen around the world, that the threats from al-Qaeda, that the threats from radical jihadists continue to be very, very significant and very severe, and the attacks continue. We ought to be looking forward and trying to make the best intelligence community that we can that keeps America safe within the law as we have defined it.
Congressman Pete Hoekstra, thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Great. Thank you.